I'm just practicing right now. Too locked in. I'm not doing it. I mean, thinking about this, I think I'll be doing okay, because it's, well, as soon as I start saying something. Kind of felt like that was going to hit me. How'd that miss? Wait, what? Wait, what? No. This is why I'm trash, dude. So you gotta get it whenever he does the shield thing, so. But by then I should already have a good amount of shield anyway. Oh, I thought I... how did I miss? Oh. No way. Stage, man. Ooh, ooh, you know what? It's a fire strat. I'll tell you what a fire strat is. Low key, if we got enough, if we can get, we just lock in on just getting, just waiting for her. Forgot to. Man, I don't give up. Oh my gosh, what's up, bones? That's a strat.
You need to leave. Everything you've said up to this point is a lie.
Bill, mine.
Like, jump.
Bill.
Okay. Nice rings with the power.
Because he said he was going to kill me.
Yeah.
Sorrow.
Wait, it's not shielding you? Wait, it's not shielding?
Mine.
Oh my gosh, I beat it. Wow, on ascended. On ascended. Wow. That's my very first time ever doing that. What the fuck? No, let's go ahead and see it on Radiant, bro. Let's try it out. Oh, okay, so you're... Oh, okay. Baller. Yeah, I think if we can beat them right there, chat, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright. Alright, here we go. Wait, chat, we doing this spot? Oh, Lord. I missed it. I'm gonna love this. Where I go. Oh, we're already on this. Could have healed. Oh wow. I did not have to do that. I just don't up on me at that point. I don't even know what's it. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, I ran in. I need to practice him like a little bit. Yeah, that was a pretty... That was contact damage. That was retard damage. Okay, I think I'm doing okay, but let's do that. Let's do it until we beat him. Never King Grim. I'll go back and fight him a little. Like go back and try to beat him too. Man, I think I'm ready, low key. Like I don't know. So. That one I just can't. Okay, now I'm getting hit by everything. Why, chat? With him, I'll have everything as well. I'll have 3 HP as well. An extra, what, 2 hits? No, just one. That was contact damage. Oh my goodness. He's almost dead. Oh, I forgot. He was almost dead. He was like 1-2 hit. The thing about it is, whenever I get to this point, it's gonna be nerve-wracking. So I don't know. So once I get absolute radiance, hope I can fight him pretty good. But that you have to go really early on that one. This one you gotta slow down a little bit. Oh, I went too fast on that. Okay, I'm going way too fast on that one. But hang on. So, let's play this differently because there's a different strat to it. Because I'm going to change my build right before I go in anyway, so I need to get ready with the build. So we're not going to have Shaman Stone. This. I'll have that. Okay. That'll be the build that we're going in on. We're not going using Quick Slash, so let's go low-key practice it. I think it's a little bit slower because I don't have that quick Slash, so let's get used to it. Let's get used to it. Because then we'll get to heal 2 times, so whenever I get knocked him, so. Dude, that was... Okay, right there I got greedy, let's be honest here. That was a pretty good fight, I ain't gonna lie. That was the best I've ever fought him. Ever. Ever, chat. Best I ever fought right there. If we do that one more time, we're going in. We're going in, chat. I feel ready. As I say, you should be almost dead. Okay, we're going in. We're gonna make it 10. Because I think I'm doing decent. I really do think I'm doing decent. So let's go ahead and get our build on there first. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Shaman Stone. Oh wait, those are the right builds, right? There you go. Napalm tank. Lebu. My leber, bro.
Chairman of the French Anti-Slavery
I did really bad on that fight. I get disappointed if I do bad on that because like. Hello, Mr. Wasmo.
This bucket, Bartoli evolved the form of his death.
Hello, Mr. Wasmo. Welcome in on the laptop.
Woman in robes bearing the light of reason had stood for liberty since classical times. It was
No.
rumored all over France.
Alright, now.
The statue was modeled after the face that
I'm in a run right now.
and the body of his mistress.
After though,
And there was still another influence.
if you're still awake.
The secret international brotherhood linked to the ancient builders of the pyramids.
You down?
Freemasons were devoted to peace, to liberty, and enlightenment.
Man, Perc, I'm streaming this piece. I don't even know if it's still live.
And countless others who made America. Freemasons designed the dollar bill. Freemasons planned the Washington Monument, an obelisk symbolizing the ray shining from God to enlighten mankind. And Masonic symbols were to be present in the Statue of Liberty as well. A torch, the light of human intellect. A book, the laws of the supreme architect, indelibly inscribed with the date of America's independence. Bartholdi himself became a Freemason as he began construction.
The workshop was built wholly and solely for the accommodation of this one inmate and her attendants. Some 50 workmen hammering for their lives on sheer copper to complete her dressing.
Now, in the workshops of Gaget and Gautier at 25 Rue de Chazelle, work began in earnest. Bartholdi drove himself hard, supervising every aspect of the work.
Yes,
Three
mother.
successively larger models, the last a quarter of the final size.
Are you stroking Johnson while I'm on
Each
whatever?
enlargement required more than 9,000 measurements.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Multiplied accordingly over and over again. Finally, a full-size model was built in pieces made of wooden lath. These first roughly covered with plaster, then carefully carved in full detail. Craftsmen spent weeks working on fingers, toes, and eyebrows.
May 13th, 1876. My workup was applying and smoothing clay. Looks like a pigment in relation to one of the fingers.
So he was in the stream when Macla came in? Go.
The Bartholdi statue must be modeled after some Ohio girl. The ears are 3 feet long.
My goat. That is the goat. I added him on Discord, so if we ever wanted to talk to him or add him in the group chat.
In another corner of the shop, men took big sheets of copper.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna ask Daniel first.
Hammered them into the honeycomb until they had precisely the same shape and contour as the
I don't think he
plaster
cares,
original.
but I'll still ask him this.
By the time they were finished, 300 copper sections were ready for assembly. Bartholdi finished the right arm and torch first, so they could be displayed at the American Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia.
If he joins, then
Though the statue was to be
his fat off.
in France, Americans were expected to provide the place for her to stand. But Bartholdi had no guarantee the Americans would come through. There had been complaints about the statue all along.
It would unquestionably be impolite to look a kid's statue in the mouth. But inasmuch as no metal has yet been cast at the Bronze Liberty, we may be permitted to suggest that when a nation promises to give another nation a colossal bronze woman, and after having given one arm, calmly advises the recipient of that useless gift to supply the rest of the woman at its own expense, there is a disproportion between the promise and its fulfillment, which may be forgiven, but which cannot be wholly ignored. New York Times.
Some Americans distrusted the French. They believed radical or even immoral. Clergymen worried about a pagan goddess on American soil. And art critics thought that the statue would look like a bag of potatoes with a stick projecting from it.
Of course, the female arm has things, but it is really of secondary importance. A woman without arms might
What are you watching, Walter?
But arms without any accompanying woman would be utterly
Hey, no.
When New Yorkers seemed less than enthusiastic about the gift, Bartoli hinted
Stroke
he
on my
was just
Johnson.
as happy to have his statue stand in Philadelphia. But Bartoli had no intention of setting the statue he now called My American anywhere but in New York Harbor.
If there is any place on earth that needs light, it is certainly New York.
The arm and torch were eventually returned to Paris. There was a problem. Bartoli wasn't exactly sure how to hold all the pieces together. The more than 40-foot span of her shoulders, high above the tides, squarely into the wind, create a sail as big as on any ship. And how would a structure so enormous actually be built, transported across an ocean, and kept stable on its pedestal? A new man was enlisted, one of the greatest engineers of the century, Alexander Christophe Eiffel. Already celebrated throughout France for his daring bridges, Eiffel would later create the world's most famous tower. He spent a year devising a sturdy but elastic framework that would not only carry the 80-ton tower, but be heat, cold, and storm.
Yes, all good. Yes, we're doing it.
Now, in the courtyard of Gaget and Gautier, Eiffel began building his statue. It was a sturdy pylon made of cross-braced iron posts, 96 feet high. This supported a framework of light beams, forerunner of the skyscraper. Most ingenious of all were the hundreds of short, thin iron bars fitted to the framework, which would attach directly to the inside of the copper skin. They would act like springs, allowing the statue to sway, expand, contract, and breathe. Each copper piece would be separately riveted to the frame, so no one piece would carry the weight of any other. When Eiffel pylon was finished, workers began wrapping it in copper. Bartoli, ever the promoter, held a lunch in the lake and introduced Eiffel to the press to keep his structure front page news.
The New York Herald, April 5th, 1884. The entry is by the sole of the uplifted foot, a fairly spacious doorway. It is rather dark inside, but the gloom is pierced by thousands of little islets of light, marking the holes left for the rivets. From the gallery of the porch, all the glory of Paris bursts on the view. Miles and miles of house roofs, all as even as if they had been mown like grass with a scythe.
She was proclaimed a modern cathedral. The Freemasons were delighted. Jules Grevy, the president of the French Republic, came to see her. So did Victor Hugo, the venerable poet of French democracy, 82 years old and only months from death, but determined to see for himself this huge testament to the idea.
Well, I almost died on that. That's crazy.
He stood silently for a long time, staring first at the statue, then at Bartoli. Finally, he spoke. The idea, he said, it is everything. On July 4, 1884, she was formally handed over to the Minister of the United States, Levi P. Morton. She was at last what Bartoli had called her, My American. In New York, though no one had figured out how to pay for it, the pedestal was underway. The designer was America's most fashionable architect, Richard Morris Hunt. During 1882 and 83, he sketched out innumerable frequently with Bartoli, although each man heartily disliked the other. Hunt arrived at last at the final form. It was a solid monument of classical Egyptian beauty, took into account the contours of the abandoned fort. Almost as tall as Liberty herself, Hunt's pedestal would complement Bartoli's statue, but not compete with it, if that is, someone could come up with the money. Back in Paris, workers dismantled the statue and packed her 210 crates, 36 different nuts, bolts, and rivets, put her aboard the sleek white warship Isère. The statue sailed on May 21, 1885, and very nearly didn't make it. Halfway across, the Isère was struck by a storm. For 72 hours, she struggle to remain upright as her huge, wildly shifting cargo threatened to capsize. Nearly 100 ships breathed the Saturday air on her arrival in New York Harbor. But it was still not certain that the dismantled statue would ever be reassembled.
It is ridiculous for French to continue to impose on Americans a present they refuse to accept, to worry them with a souvenir that offends them, to humiliate them with a generous idea they do not comprehend, and to beg for thanks that they will not give.
The greatest difficulty, I believe, will be the American character, which is hardly open to things of the imagination.
Bartoldi is said to be so mad about the rankings of the pedestal of his statue, he has serious thought of remodeling part of the work, so that liberty may appear in the act of applying her thumb to her nose and twiddling her fingers.
As the Uzair began to unload her precious cargo, work on the pedestal stopped. The money had run out.
This torch and arm ought to be extended as if asking for alms instead of triumphantly raised toward heaven.
It would be an irrevocable disgrace for the city of New York and the American Republic to see red